I'd like to welcome you to the 39th Annual Southern Regional Academic Awards Ceremony. My name is Eric Wilhelm, High School Principal. I'd like to thank my professional assistant, Ms. Sue Spellman, for the organization of this event. We will be honoring 199 students receiving a total of 268 awards. Along with demonstrating excellent leadership and integrity within our high school, these students have risen to incredible academic heights and have made the administrative team, our teaching staff, and our entire community very proud. I would like to thank our honorees for their outstanding representation of our school through their academic, athletic, and co-curricular pursuits. I would also like to thank our Board of Education, who consistently places our students first in every decision they make. I would last, and certainly not least, like to thank the parents and guardians of our honorees. You have provided your children with integrity, a work ethic, and the morality to become successful, not only within the confines of the Southern Regional School District, but more importantly, long after they leave our school. At this time, please enjoy the national anthem sung by members of the Select Choir under the direction of Mrs. Carolyn Plaka.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I would now like to introduce our Chief School Administrator, Mr. Craig Henry.
Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm. Greetings and welcome to one of the hallmark events of every school year, Academic Awards, wherein 268 academic, co-curricular, and leadership awards will be presented to 199 students who we are all very proud of and who are all very deserving and who we all sorely miss. As Mr. Wilhelm said, all of what we take pride in and have come to expect is made possible by an outstanding Board of Education who is unconditionally student-centered. Because of the social distancing guidelines we are all adhering to, none are present tonight, but all are here in thought and spirit. So thank you to our Board President, Mr. Tom Serpico, Vice President, Mrs. Heather Tater, Board members, Mr. Stephen Burkheiser, Mr. James Donohue, Mr. Kevin Lyons, Stuart Snyder, Esquire, Mr. Scott Waters, Mr. Keith Weidenhoff, Mr. Scott Zolads, and Mrs. Kelly Zuzik. As I stated at last week's middle school virtual academic award ceremony, who would have ever imagined that we would be recognizing the academic accomplishments of 199 students who are in absentia, and that the teachers who selected these award recipients were not in attendance either, but instead wrote and then emailed each student's accomplishments to an administrator who will then share to an empty auditorium each student's noteworthy accomplishments. Surreal as it all seems, an empty school building has quickly become the new norm that we all hope will soon be replaced by what we remember as a vibrant, lively, spirited, and productive Southern Regional High School. Until then, we do what we must for the health and well-being of all, knowing that each day we are apart increases the likelihood of someday being together. To the teachers and professional staff of the Southern family, thank you for how quickly you adapted and how all that you are doing to keep the educational process viable. To our essential workers, custodians, maintenance staff, professional assistants, security staff, and administrators, thank you for facilitating this new norm while continually preparing for the return to our previous existence. To the parents and family members of this award ceremony's honorees, I know that the last 10 weeks have not been something that you could have ever anticipated or had time to prepare for. Nonetheless, you adapted. You worked from home or went to work with personal protection equipment on. You reconciled social distancing, all while continuing to love, nurture, support, and guide your child while they simultaneously adapted to remote learning and peer isolation. All of us present tonight are parents who know exactly the load you bear and applaud you for all that you are doing under such unusual circumstances. And last but far from least, to our 199 high school honorees, congratulations on a job well done. We are all very proud of you and grateful to be in service to you. All of the students who I communicate with are sad, angry, upset, frustrated, and bewildered about their Southern experience being so drastically altered so quickly. I understand how you feel, and quite frankly, I feel the same way. I challenge you to reflect on this time through several perspectives. Allow this time to help you understand that nothing is guaranteed and that each human interaction and life experience should be cherished to its fullest. Allow this time to help you prioritize and distinguish that which is important from that which doesn't really matter. Allow this experience to inspire you to become personally informed, involved, and invested in the processes and events that will contribute to a greater good for all of mankind. This era will become a chapter in the history books that will be studied for all of time to come. You will be an integral part of this chapter, and these events will inform and define you for the rest of your life. Take from this time the positives and learn from the negatives. Be well, be safe, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. At this time, I would like to introduce our Director of Athletics, Mr. Chuck Donohue, and our Supervisor of Music, Dr. Richard Folletta, to present the United States Marine Corps Athletic Awards and Outstanding Excellence in Music Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm. The United States Marine Corps Excellence in Athletic Award, female representative, Ms. Erica Barbera, who participated in field hockey and girls lacrosse. She will attend Kutztown University in the fall. The male recipient, Will Devane, participated in football, basketball, and lacrosse. He will attend Stockton University in the fall. Dr. Folletta.
Thank you. Each year, the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence is presented to a student who displays traits the Marine Corps considers essential to being a good leader, such as endurance, knowledge, unselfishness, dependability, enthusiasm, loyalty, and whose demonstration of those traits has significantly contributed to the success of the band program. This year's recipient is Jonathan Hughes. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Wilhelm.
It's an honor for me to introduce to you the United States Marine Corps Award for Scholastic Excellence. This award is given to the student from the class of 2020 with the highest GPA. The award recipient is Bryce Reynolds. Congratulations, Bryce. I'd next like to introduce to you and recognize the U.S. Marine Corps American Patriot Award. This award is given to a member of the class of 2020 who is enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and upon graduation will report to basic training in Parris Island, South Carolina. The award recipient is Andrew McGivney. Congratulations, Andrew. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Megan Weil, Assistant Chief School Administrator and Supervisor of Guidance, to the podium to present her awards.
First, I have the pleasure to award the Ocean County School Counselors Association Caring Award. This prestigious award recognizes one student from each high school who has given of themselves to a person, group, or cause unselfishly. The 2020 Southern Regional Caring Award recipient is an outstanding student who gives freely of her time and talents to Southern Regional and her community. She is the president of the David's Dream and Believe Club and the student director for the Spring Musical. In every leadership role, she is dedicated, caring, and well-respected by her peers. Her positive attitude, commitment to service, and compassion have made a lasting impact on our school and our community. It is my honor to present the Caring Award to Emily Rainey. I also have the pleasure to recognize the Mini Law Leadership Team. This year, Southern Regional collaborated with Robert Cassidy from the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office to offer our first mini law school. Over 70 students interested in law-related professions participated in a 5-part lecture series. None of this would have been possible without our student leadership team. Tonight, I would like to thank our mini law school core leaders for their contributions, teamwork, and dedication to the program. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 mini law school leaders. David Brennan, Shaylin Cassidy, Alexa Fritz, Jessica Ragusa Faella, Matthew Terhune. Next, I'd like to introduce Michael Concilio, the Supervisor of Mathematics and Testing.
The first math award I'd like to give out this year is our Outstanding Student in Calculus. This year's recipient is Luke Suddeth. Mr. South said, "Honestly, I don't know how Luke does it all. He was the lead roles in both the fall and spring plays this year and was able to keep up with his work and keep a 100% average in AP Calculus. Luke is always willing to entertain complexity and seems to thrive on problem solving. He seems to always try to solve mathematical problems in flexible, creative ways, rather than in a stereotypic fashion that one would expect of a high school student." Congratulations, Luke. Our second award is our Outstanding Student in Statistics. This year's recipient is Shannon Flaherty. Mr. Haggerty said Shannon's work ethic is among the best in the current group of students in AP Stat. She maintains the highest average to date in the class. Shannon's average is even more impressive given that she competes against students who are much older and in math classes as high as Calc BC. Mrs. Adams added, Shannon has a near-perfect year-to-date average in Honors Algebra 2. Her work is always meticulously completed and thoroughly supported with logical reasoning, both of which are necessary to excel in mathematics. In addition to Shannon's impressive work ethic and outstanding performance is her willingness to humbly assist others in class when needed. Congratulations, Shannon. Our third math award is our Outstanding Senior in Mathematics. This year's recipient is Justin Liu. Mr. South said, "I have the pleasure of being able to teach to the top math students in the district, but every so often one just stands out as someone special among them. In AP Calculus, Justin has effortlessly maintained a 100% average. Justin not only leads rapidly, easily, and efficiently, but retains using much of what he has learned." Mr. Haggerty said Justin earned a 100 for a final grade in both AP Stat and Honors Trig. He went through the archives, and there's only been one student who has done that since 2014. In addition to earning a 100 in every math course he has taken since Algebra 2, Justin has also scored a perfect 800 on the math section of the SAT. Congratulations, Justin. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Jonathan White, Supervisor of Student Services.
Each year, the Student Services Department recognizes 2 seniors that have made outstanding personal and academic development during their time here at Southern Regional. Mrs. Lori Simon, a geometry teacher in the 1112 building, prepared the following remarks for our first awards recipient. It is a great honor to speak on behalf of this wonderful young lady. This student always stood out as very mature and responsible. She possesses skills that will lead her down a successful path. She was motivated and had an attitude that was excellent towards her academic achievement. She was able to assist other students in addition to managing her own academic growth. Sadie was always looking to help teachers or her peers. After school, she worked at Thompson Healthcare assisting with patients. I believe wholeheartedly that Sadie Rothstein will have a positive impact on society. It is with great honor to present the first 2020 Southern Regional Senior Achievement Award to Sadie Rothstein. The second award recipient had remarks prepared by Miss Jamie Mansway, an English teacher in the 910 building. This young woman entered 9th grade as extremely quiet and shy. Throughout the year, she began to open up a bit more and show the world who she truly was. She was one who was always there taking everything in. This student exuded kindness and compassion to those around her and would not hesitate to lend a helping hand to someone in need. By her 11th grade year, she had blossomed into a fantastic, outgoing young woman. She was always someone you could count on to brighten your day. During all 4 years at Southern, this student has been a varsity athlete on the swim team, where she developed a strong sense of community with her teammates. She's a strong and motivated individual, and there is no doubt she will accomplish great things. Congratulations to Braden Bischoff as one of this year's recipients of the Southern Regional Senior Achievement Award. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Joe DePietro, Supervisor of Health and Physical Education, along with Air Force Junior ROTC.
Thank you, Mr. White. The outstanding Air Force Junior ROTC student this year is Kaylee Lang. Colonel Potts and Sergeant Vasquez said that Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Kaylee Lang is a 4th-year cadet and as a senior currently has a grade average of 99% for her junior ROTC classes. She is the Cadet Deputy Group Commander and was previously a flight commander and in charge of logistics. She has supported numerous community service activities and events, often presenting the colors for ceremonies, parades, and sporting events here at Southern Regional High School. She has actively participated in the drill team, the color guard, and attended the Summer Cadet Leadership course 3 times. Kaylee embodies the Air Force core values of integrity, excellence, and service. She has enlisted in the New Jersey Air National Guard and expects to enter the career field of cyber safety after graduation. The Health and Physical Education Outstanding Senior Student Female is Miss Erica Barbera. Erica's 4-year average for health and physical education is 99%. She is an accomplished 2-sport athlete playing both field hockey and lacrosse and will be continuing her academic and athletic career at Kutztown University. As a physical education student, Erica's character stands out. As her teacher, Mr. Brozniak, states, Erica doesn't always follow the crowd, she sets her own standards. Mr. Nagy also said that Erica competes as hard as she works and that she always gives 110%. This year's male Outstanding Health and Physical Education Award winner is Mr. Ben Hanneman. Ben's 4-year average for health and physical education is also 99%. Ben is also an accomplished multi-sport athlete, participating in soccer, winter and spring track. Ben and Erica have a lot alike. They're both students of very high character. Over 4 years, his teachers have all acknowledged that he is a pleasure to have in class. Mr. Nagy and Mr. Brozniak both have admired Ben's kindness and how he always looking for his teammates and his classmates. Ben always plays hard, and he competes to win. Now I would like to bring up Ms. Darlene Parks, Supervisor of English, Art, Business, to announce her award recipients.
Thank you. The first award I have the pleasure to announce is for Outstanding Achievement in Two-Dimensional Art. Here's what Mrs. Maureen Hoffman had to say about the winner of this award. The recipient of this award has gone above and beyond on every project he has created. He is self-driven and dedicated to his work. He puts in countless hours at home and in school. He is a creative and talented thinker who comes up with unique ideas. His artwork always draws attention, and this helps inspire other students. Last year, the art department hosted a contest for Ram Pride artwork called the Ram Challenge. This artist won the challenge and donated his painting, Rams Charged Together, to the school, which is now hanging in the main hallway in the 1112 building. Dean Klunk is the recipient of the Outstanding 2D Art Student Award. The next award goes to Outstanding Achievement in Three-Dimensional Art. Here's what ceramics teacher Miss Melissa Penna had to say about the student. Megan Alfredson was chosen to receive the award for artistic excellence in 3 dimensions because she is an outstanding ceramic artist. It was an absolute pleasure to have Megan in class for the past 3 years. Observing her embark on a journey of creative discovery each time a new project was introduced was remarkable. Mrs. Penna reports that it was amazing to witness how Megan worked through an assignment and the approach she took to solve the problem set before her. The end result was always that of great beauty, conceptual success. Her technical ability lies second to none. Megan understands that the process is the most important part of art, not necessarily the end result. She has the intellectual capacity of receiving pleasure in the unfolding of her work. Megan is one of the very best students Ms. Penna has taught in the past 21 years, and she will be missed. Her infectious smile, quiet demeanor, and intense focus make her a pleasure to teach. It is bittersweet to see Megan leave us at Southern, but happy for her to move on. The hope is for Megan to continue making beautiful art and in return make the world a more beautiful place. The next award is the DECA Award. Here's what Mrs. Anise Raynon, DECA advisor, had to say about this student. DECA is an international club that prepares emerging leaders for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. Matthew Terhune has been a leader in the Southern Regional DECA Club from his first meeting. He has shown leadership amongst his peers, especially in helping to prepare underclass club members for academic competitions. Matt excelled in the very challenging finance competitions and was selected to go to the state competition every year. Matt will be greatly missed, but I know whatever college he attends will be extremely lucky to have him. It is with great pleasure that the 2020 DECA Academic Award is given to Matt Terhune. The next award is for the Outstanding Senior in Business. Mrs. Hillblom prepared the remarks for this student. This year's Outstanding Senior in Business Award goes to a student I have had the pleasure of having in class for both entrepreneurship and topics in business. This student excels in both courses with an overall average nearing 100. Some words to describe this student are responsible, conscientious, and personable. I feel very fortunate to have had this student this year and wish her all the best in future endeavors. This year's award goes to Jana Hanford. The next award is for yearbook. Here's what Mr. South had to say. The production of this year's yearbook has been an uphill struggle from the beginning. It started with the launch of a new software that was not ready for release and ended with a virus that kept us out of school the last 3 weeks before the final deadline. Through it all, the editors have found innovative ways to get around all of the hurdles and meet the final deadline. Sammy Zarillo has been a consistent hard worker over the last 2 years. This year, she took on the role of editor. Abby Molinandro joined the class this year, but jumped in with both feet from the start. This year's book would not be possible if not for them. They went over and above to bring us back to our roots. Congratulations and thank you, Sammy and Abby, for all your hard work. The next award is for Outstanding Senior in English, as nominated by Mrs. Jean Piscopo. This year's recipient for the Outstanding Senior in English Award is a very humble student who is always striving to be successful. One of the main factors in her choice is the quiet reserve this student demonstrates in all aspects of learning and in the way he treats fellow students. There is never a harsh word, and in fact, he'll go out of his way to help others. This student will be attending Alabama University to study computer science and will certainly be successful. Congratulations to Justin Liu for this well-deserved recognition. The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in FCCLA. The remarks were prepared by Mrs. Stinson. Shayla Duca joined FCCLA in 7th grade as a shy young lady who was looking for a place to fit in. She found her home in FCCLA through competitive events in fashion, food, community service, and child development. Through her passion for family and consumer sciences and her skills in video, she has created professional quality work that has been recognized nationally through competitive events. Last summer, she earned 2nd place medal in the national competition for digital stories, which earned her a score of 99%. She qualified to compete in the national finals again this year in the category of instructional video design. Congratulations to Shayla for these noteworthy accomplishments and best of luck in the future. The next award goes to Outstanding Senior in Family and Consumer Sciences. These remarks were prepared by Mrs. Catherine Latshaw. The Family and Consumer Sciences Department Outstanding Senior for 2020 is Madison Lubeski. Madison has been a standout student in both the child development and clothing studio programs. She is friendly, conscientious, and responsible. During her first 3 years at Southern, she began to show her love of children while working with our preschoolers in the Child Development Learning Lab. She worked cooperatively with her peers to present fun and interesting lessons. As a senior, Madison enrolled in the Tomorrow's Teachers course. She showed her desire once again to work with young children when she requested to work with a 1st grade class this spring for her field experience. As an officer with the Future Educators Association, Madison has showed true leadership as she was instrumental in planning and implementing many of our Parents' Day Out programs. While in clothing studio the last 2 years, Madison has been a willing learner and teacher, always patiently passing on her knowledge to others in the class. She is caring and enthusiastic in all that she does. Madison plans on pursuing a career as an early childhood educator. She will be attending Ocean County College in the fall. I would now like to invite Dr. Richard Folletta, Assistant Principal and Supervisor of Music and Social Studies, up to the podium to present his awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Parks. First, I'll be presenting the Outstanding Senior Award for Band. In the words of Mr. Moninghoff, this student joined the music program in 9th grade, quickly established herself as a serious musician and a team player. All agree her ability to be a musician and dedication is surpassed only by her sincerity of her heart. Unanimously selected by the music department, the recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award for Instrumental Music is presented to Shannon McGivney. The instrumental band teachers would also like to present the following awards to their department. The Louis Armstrong Award, Matthew Simon Bunce. The Wind Ensemble Directors Award goes to Jackie Paolercio. The Symphonic Bands Director Award goes to Rob Pisano. Quincy Jones Award goes to Riley Kausch. The Woody Herman Award goes to Tanner Close. And the Patrick Gilmore Award goes to Bryce Reynolds. And finally, the John Philip Sousa Award goes to Shannon McGivney. Next, I'll be introducing the Outstanding Seniors in Drama. This year, we have 2 recipients, Michaela McGovern and Alexa Tabacina. In the words of Mrs. Huck, in my time working with Michaela, both in class, during extracurricular activities, and after-school programs, I've had the pleasure of watching her grow into a hard-working, confident, intelligent, and talented young woman. She is always willing to provide assistance to others and is never afraid to seek guidance as she moves towards her goals. Her self-motivation and passion is unparalleled, and she is sure to succeed in her upcoming years at the Boston Conservatory, pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater. The next outstanding senior in drama goes to Alexa Tabacino. In the words of Mr. McCabe, by the time she began her freshman year, she was ready to perform. She started out in the ensemble in Me and My Girl, but soon moved on to featured roles in Sister Act, Me and My Girl, and as Golda in this year's production of Fiddler on the Roof. In addition, she was featured in the fall plays Radium Girls, Harvey, and The Great Gatsby. Her performances showcase her range of talent. Her ability to do comedy and drama is a testament to her courage as a performer. She has also been a member of the improvisational acting class for the last 3 years, where her quick wit and imagination allowed her to thrive. Above all, this outstanding senior is an outstanding human. Her compassion and empathy is a testament to the values she learned from her family. She cares about everything she's involved in and everyone she's involved with. Her time at Southern and with the theater company will be missed. She's an example of everyone that comes after her. This is why I'm proud to give Alexa Tabacino the award for Outstanding Senior in Drama. Next is the Outstanding Senior in Orchestra. Per Ms. Chavin, this year's recipient goes to someone who has, beyond a doubt, one of the most helpful and joyful students I have come to work with over the years, Jeremy Simon. After the bell has rung and students scurry out of the class, Jeremy stays behind every single day to finish cleaning up and organizing the room. After a concert is over and everyone has gone home for the evening, there is Jeremy on stage, putting away chairs and helping to clean up. He is a selfless individual who cares for all of his fellow students and the music department as a whole. On top of this, he displays such a passion for music. Although he reluctantly began playing the cello after being pushed by his siblings, Jeremy grew to love his instrument, and his performance is always well polished, and he shows a true enthusiasm for the art. I look forward to seeing him flourish in whichever path he chooses, and know his cello will forever stay as a part of who he is. Congratulations to Jeremy. Also, Ms. Chavin would like to award the National School Orchestra Award to Jeremy Simon also. Next, the Outstanding Seniors in Chorus goes to Krista Pacello and Alexa Tabacino. Mrs. Plaka has prepared the following words. Krista Pacello's strong vocal skills always commands attention on stage, while her offstage presence exudes kindness and caring. Her work ethic and attention to detail has allowed her voice to soar over the years in all the areas of the music department, from variety shows to musicals, concert choir, honor select choir, vocal and jazz ensemble, and in this year's choral independent study. Krista has been involved in it all. Yet, it is her understanding that there is always more to learn and areas to grow that will serve her well as she continues in the field of musical performance at Elon University. Krista has a keen sense of musicality and staging, which allows her to see the big picture of a production, which is a true delight for any director. It is with pleasure to present Krista Pacello with the Outstanding Senior Award for Chorus. Also, Alexa Tabacino may be petite, but her performance on stage is anything but small. Her stage presence truly lights up any song, and you can't help but watch her energy and enthusiasm while she performs. Working hard in all aspects of the vocal music department, Alexa has been involved in variety shows, musicals, concert choir, honor select choir, vocal jazz ensemble, and also the choral independent study program. She has established herself as a leader, taking charge by knowing her music inside and out and helping others gain confidence by working through difficult areas. She most recently has stepped up again by being a producer for our virtual performances. She is passionate about learning and creating in all aspects of the performing arts and isn't afraid to embark on uncharted territory. Her talent and drive will serve her well as she continues in the performing arts field at Montclair State University. It is with pleasure to present Alexa Tabacino the Outstanding Senior Award for Chorus. Next, I will be presenting the Daughters of the American Revolution Awards. In the words of Mrs. Sharkey, the local great John Mathis chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution annually presents 2 awards recognizing the character, patriotism, and achievement of our seniors. It is a special treat for me to know the recipients personally and to have witnessed their citizenship in humble ways firsthand. The entire chapter and I are honored to present the 2020 Good Citizen Award to Erica Barbera and the American History Award to Noah Wazak. On additional note, Mrs. Sharkey would also like to congratulate Mr. Jeff Brown from the History Department on his selection as the Daughters of the American Revolution State Teacher of the Year. Mr. Brown's example and influence on these two students and the entire Southern community is inspiring and exemplary. Next is the Model Congress Award. Mr. Close would like to share the following. This year, we participated in the Johns Hopkins Model United Nations in February. This was the first time we have participated in a 4-day Model United Nations event. Emily Gio truly increased her intensity this year, not just with her preparation, but in her participation in Baltimore within her committee, which was the United Nations Refugee Committee. Emily will be greatly missed as a graduating senior, as well as the other seniors that have participated in this year's Model Congress. Finally, I'd like to introduce the Outstanding Senior in Social Studies. And this year's award winner is Bryce Reynolds. Mrs. Palillo shares the following. I would not only like to recognize Bryce for a 100-point average for all 3 marking periods in AP Psychology, but she must also be recognized for her work ethic. Bryce is very involved in many activities, but she manages to spend enough time to excel in all of them. The questions she asks in class often brought clarification to many. I've known Bryce and her family personally since she was born. It was refreshing and my pleasure to get to know Bryce academically. I know Bryce will continue to achieve great things. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Susan Craig, Assistant Principal and Supervisor of World Languages.
The first award that the World Language Department would like to give tonight is Outstanding Student in the Study of Japanese Language. This year's award recipient in this study is truly deserving of this recognition. This young woman has consistently achieved a high academic average in each of her 4 years of Japanese study. Among her teachers, in all her subjects, she has a reputation for being good-natured, optimistic, resilient, self-reliant, and hardworking. Her intelligence is but a bonus. To quote her guidance counselor, Mrs. Albanese, she is an absolute gem and a joy to be around. The winner of the Outstanding Student in the Study of the Japanese Language is Julia Bernard. Our next award tonight will be Outstanding Student in the Study of the German Language. Written by Mrs. Vicki Matthews, the German teacher, she writes, "It is my pleasure to present the academic award in the study of German to a student who, in the past 4 years, has distinguished himself with his strong work ethic and dedication to the German language. He has participated in the German-American Student Exchange Program by traveling to Germany, as well as hosting a German student, so we thank him and his family for that. His dedication to learning this language and his respect for the culture, along with his sincere commitment and integrity as a scholar, has helped him become a role model to his classmates as well as to his teacher. His poised demeanor and excellent academic performance, as well as his commitment to being an inquisitive and transformative learner, has made him the best candidate for his award. I am honored to have been his teacher for the past 4 years. Ms. Matthews is proud to present the Academic Award for Outstanding Student in the Study of the German Language to Jaden Johnny. Next, we have Outstanding Student in Spanish. Mr. Matos writes that this was a very difficult choice to make because this year we have many deserving students in this department. Most of the students nominated for this award are enrolled in either AP Spanish or Spanish 4 Honors, our 2 highest Spanish language levels. In the end, only 1 student was chosen, and our Spanish language teachers are all in agreement that we have made an excellent choice. This year's award recipient has proven himself over and over again. In my class, he was a role model. He is humble, respectful, and kind. He is a hard worker with great character and integrity. Also, he has a great sense of humor, which really made the entire class more enjoyable for everyone, including Mr. Matos. In his AP class, he earned an A+ and a 5 in the Spanish Language and Culture exam. He is very proud and willing to share his family's heritage and loves them immensely. Hailing from Oaxaca, Mexico, this year's recipient is Ruben Romero. Next, we have a statement given to me by Mrs. Kelly Abato. This award is for the Patricia Ewart Outstanding ESL student. I first met this student 2 years ago when I became his ESL teacher. He is a quiet, hardworking student who consistently works from bell to bell, getting all of his academic responsibilities completed. He makes an effort to always get good grades and makes sure he leaves no stone unturned when it comes to any missing work he may have. He is driven and ambitious and exhibits great intrinsic motivation. Outside of school, he works a part-time job, which speaks to how motivated he is to succeed. No matter what the given task, he perseveres to not only complete it, but to fully understand it in a language that is not his first. This award is named in honor of a former Southern Regional supervisor who worked closely with our ESL students. Although this student never had a chance to meet her, I know Patty would have just been as proud of him as Miss Abato is. The recipient of the Patricia Ewart Outstanding ESL Student is Lexer Pinada Arrayas. Now we have the Outstanding French Student, written by Mrs. Bev Scody. This year's Outstanding French Student of the Year is an amazing student. She has pursued and achieved pure excellence from the moment she started in French 1, attaining perfect scores on almost every test and mastering the vocabulary very quickly. Her writing is creative and her fluency in speaking is fluid. She is only one of 2 students this year to pass all 4 sections on the first try to attain the seal of biliteracy. She truly is very talented in this field. She stands out academically, but she is also a great encourager. When a fellow classmate or other student doesn't understand, she always boosts their confidence by insisting that they can do it and comes alongside to help them. We hope that she continues to speak and study the French language in the future. We wish her great success as she continues her studies in college. We will miss her next year, and we are so proud of the outstanding student in the study of the French language, Kelly Mathias. Now the seal of biliteracy. This year, 12 students were fortunate to attain the seal of biliteracy by passing a state test in reading, writing, speaking, and listening with at least an intermediate mid-proficiency level in the language of study. Biliteracy, or being able to speak 2 languages well, is no small task. It takes 4 years of study and a lot of practice and a lot of determination. 3 of our students who were successful in this assessment achieved advanced level in Spanish, which is a higher level than is required to be a teacher in the state of New Jersey. Ms. Scody writes that she is so proud of these students for being brave enough to challenge themselves and take this grueling multi-day test. In French, the recipients of the State Seal of Biliteracy are Adele Fonce, Kelly Mathias, Kelly McManus, Shaylin Pelucio, Rachel Petty, Laura Randell, Keely Sullivan. The Spanish recipients of the State Seal of Biliteracy are Naomi Armendariz Quintero, Maria Marlin Sampiero, and Lorena Vargas. And for the first time in school history, we have a student who attained the seal of biliteracy in both French and Spanish. That student is Christina Siborowski Escafri. Congratulations to all who achieved this seal of biliteracy. Next, we have the New Jersey Foreign Language Educators Award. This award is presented to a student who plans to pursue a career as an educator in the field of world languages. Mr. Matos writes that he had the honor of having this young lady in his AP Spanish Language and Culture course. Our award recipient recently revealed to him that she was accepted into his alma mater, TCNJ. She will also be following in her mother's footsteps, since her mother is also a TCNJ Lion and an educator. Our award winner told Mr. Matos that in the future, she hopes to become a Spanish ESL teacher. Since Mr. Matos was a former ESL student himself, he writes that, I'm telling you, you will be a blessing to this career. You will become part of a new journey for many ESL students, most of whom are trying to leave behind a life filled with tremendous hardship. I think you will perform your ESL teaching duties with dignity, compassion, honor, and love. It fills my heart with happiness to award this year's recipient, Riley Vaughn, of the New Jersey Foreign Language Educators Award. Congratulations, Riley. Our last award tonight is the Outstanding Student in Latin. This year's Outstanding Student in the Study of the Latin Language is a young lady who is the epitome of a true scholar. Mr. Steve Schaefer, her teacher for the past 4 years, writes, "She has consistently achieved top grades in class without a hint of prideful boasting or vainglorious braggadocio." Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. "She is as humble as she is intelligent, and her character is above reproach. The winner of this year's Latin Award is Amanda Lang. Bravissima." And on behalf of the entire World Language Department, our annual award is for the Outstanding Senior in the Study of World Languages goes to a student who truly has a gift in the ability to learn foreign languages. She has proven herself to have a particularly amazing aptitude for any language, and in French, she exhibited a beautiful pronunciation of the language. She has excelled in any language classroom by always being creative with any academic task presented to her. She goes above and beyond in her writing, and in the fall, she plans to double major in pre-law and French at Westchester University. Her main goal is to attain a career in government and diplomacy. We are so proud of her and wish her the best of luck next year. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Outstanding Senior in World Language, Emily Gio. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Joseph Medica, Assistant Principal and Supervisor of Science and TV Broadcasting, to announce his awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Craig. Our first science award is the Beauchalom Award. This student was nominated by Mrs. Kelsey Puro, who wrote the following. This distinction is awarded to an 11th grade student who exemplifies academic excellence in rigorous science courses. The recipient of this award is currently enrolled in both AP Biology and AP Physics 1 and has demonstrated excellence in both subjects. This year's recipient of the Beauchalom Honorary Science Award is Reese Otto. Our next science award is the Outstanding Student in Biology. This student was nominated by Miss Melissa Karras, who wrote the following. The Outstanding Student in Biology Award is given to a senior that has maintained the highest grade point average in AP Biology. Mrs. Karras wishes she could personally present the award, as she is truly honored to have the opportunity to work with this individual. This year's recipient is Justin Liu. Justin will be attending the University of Alabama in the fall to study computer science. Our next science award is the Outstanding Student in Chemistry. This student was nominated by Miss Amy Landgraf, who wrote the following. This individual was chosen because she is a careful and creative thinker with an eye for detail and devotion to logic, which serves her well both in the sciences and outside of them. The award for Outstanding Student in Chemistry goes to Christina Siborowski-Escoffery. Our next science award is the Outstanding Student in Physics. This student was nominated by Ms. Kelsey Puro, who wrote the following. This year, the honor belongs to a student who not only demonstrates a natural affinity towards the subject of physics, but also has impressive critical thinking skills that drive him to pursue a deep understanding of the content, above and beyond the scope of the course. This year's Outstanding Student in Physics goes to Max Krupinski. Our last science award is the Outstanding Senior in Science. This student was nominated by Mrs. Amy Landgraf, who wrote the following. This individual successfully completed all 3 AP sciences, biology, chemistry, and physics, with what seemed like ease. He's the type of student that picked up on topics easily and was always willing to help his fellow classmates. The award for Outstanding Senior in Science goes to Luke Suddeth. The next 3 awards represent the Outstanding Seniors in SNN, which were nominated by Ms. Leah Lucas and Mr. John Kazuba, who wrote the following of the students. Each year, choosing SNN Outstanding Seniors is a daunting task. Although there are many deserving seniors, 3 of our seniors rose to the top of the list. The first recipient is Shayla Duca. Shayla is a quiet leader, a third-year TV production student Shayla has found her stride when it comes to television and film production. This year, Shayla played an intricate part of getting SNN Sports up and running. Her dedication and do-all attitude has put SNN Sports on the right track. She is a standout in the classroom, works hard, and is a true leader. Shayla will be attending Fairleigh Dickinson in the fall to major in film. The next recipient is Noah Wazek. Noah is a fourth-year TV production student. He has traveled with the program for 3 years to attend the Student Television Network's National Convention and brought home the first award ever from that prestigious event. He is the first to arrive in the morning, takes control of production, and works diligently, all while helping others. Noah's calm and cool approach to his classmates in life is truly one of his finest attributes. He will be missed next year. Noah will be attending Penn State University in the fall. The final recipient is Megan Hensinger. Students like Meg are hard to find. As a fourth-year student in SNN, Meg could step in for either one of us in the studio. She has it all down to a science, whether it is editing with special effects, producing short films, music videos, or live productions. Meg strives for perfection. Meg also traveled with SNN for 3 years to the Student Television Network's National Convention. She has won many prestigious awards at the national level, but still takes constructive criticism with ease. Megan has volunteered for more SNN crew hours than any other student. Her can-do attitude has helped catapult our program to the next level, something we should all be thankful for. Like Shayla, Megan will be attending Fairleigh Dickinson's award-winning film production program in the fall. We will someday see Megan on the red carpet. I would now like to welcome back to the podium Mr. Eric Wilhelm, Principal and Supervisor of Applied Technology, to announce his awards.
Thank you, Mr. Medica. I'm representing the following applied technology teachers: lead teacher Jerry Tabacino, Melissa Ardwin, Mike Bavona, Mike Braun, Andy Essinger, Connor Hornish, and Morgan Michaeletsky. Collectively, they said the following about the recipients. Each one of them has incredible aptitude, incredible integrity, and a work ethic beyond their classmates. The recipient for automotive is Gabriella McCaffrey. The recipient for CAD, Jason Zoll. The recipient for engineering, Jacqueline Polarico. The recipient for Fix Anything, Cullen McCarty. The recipient for photographics, Christina Samilla. And there are 3 recipients for woodworking: Patrick Getz, Robert Petrozino, and Alex Thayer. Congratulations to all those recipients. At this time, it's an honor for me to introduce to you Supervisor of Athletics, Mr. Chuck Donohue.
Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm. Athletics' first award is the A.B. Dolph Kramer Award. The criteria for selecting the winners of the Dolph Kramer Award is as follows. The varsity award-winning student athlete who most exhibited the characteristics of sportsmanship and dedication, and who made the greatest effort to give 100% of his and her abilities toward those athletes' activities in which he and she did participate. The candidate must be a senior. Female athlete winner is Maitland DeMann. Maitland participated in field hockey and lacrosse at Southern. She holds the school record for field hockey goals in a career with 87 and season goals record with 36. Maitland was named the A-South Player of the Year and was first team All-State Group 4. Maitland will be continuing her academic and athletic career at the University of Louisville, where she will play field hockey. Male athlete winner, Jared Cornelius. JT was a member of the football and wrestling teams. He was named to the second team All-Shore Conference Division for football and placed second in the district, region, and state wrestling tournaments. JT was named first team All-Shore Conference in wrestling. JT will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Monmouth University, where he will be a member of the football team. Congratulations. The next award for the athletic department will be for the Service Award. Criteria for this award is a student that goes above and beyond his or her service to our athletic program. This award is presented to Christina Samalia. Christina was responsible for printing the production of all senior night photos, signing cards, certificates, and Hall of Fame brochure. Christina will be attending Marymount University, majoring in anatomy. Southern Regional High School Athletic Legacy Awards. Criteria for selecting the Southern Athletic Legacy Award is as follows. Awarded to the athletes that had tremendous accomplishments in the sports they participated in at Southern Regional and helped to elevate their sports or maintain their sports to a local and state level of success and excellence. Presented this year to Kayla Curtin, girls basketball. Kayla was part of the girls basketball team for 4 years. She became the 11th girl in school history to score 1,000 points and also record over 600 rebounds during her career. She will attend Ocean County College in the fall. Cade Johnson, boys lacrosse. Some of his accomplishments are Shore Conference A-South Player of the Year, 2-time first team Shore Conference A-South Division, 3-time Shore Conference A-South champions. Cade will be attending Chestnut Hill University to continue his education and will be playing lacrosse. Justin Keene, boys volleyball. His numerous accomplishments include Shore Conference A-South Division first team, Shore Conference first team, New Jersey State first team, 3-time NJSI AA sectional champion. Justin will attend Belmont Abbey College in North Carolina in the fall to continue both his academic and volleyball careers. Megan Lockwood, girls soccer. Her accomplishments include girls soccer school record career goal scorer leader with 43, girls soccer school record career assist leader with 45, girls soccer school record season assist leader with 15. Megan will continue her academic and athletic career at Montclair State University, where she will be on the soccer team. Robert Petrosino, boys bowling. In RJ's senior year, he won the NJSI AA South Jersey Group 4 Bowling Championship, individual championship, and helped lead our team to their first ever Group 4 sectional championship. He will be attending Stockton University in the fall. Gianna Scattarella, girls volleyball. Her accomplishments include Shore Conference 2-time All-A-South Division, Shore Conference Player of the Year in girls volleyball, over 500 kills in her career. Gianna will continue her academic career at Stockton University. And the last legacy award, Robert Woodcock, wrestling. 2-time district champion, 2-time Region 8 champion, 2-time state Group 5 champion. Over 100 career wins. He will attend the Air Force Academy to continue his education and wrestling career. The New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Award. The criteria for this award are: nominee must be a graduating senior. Nominee must possess a cumulative grade point average of no less than 3.0. Nominee must have participated in an NJSI AA sponsored varsity sport. Nominee must have exhibited outstanding school and community citizenship. Only one nominee from each school may be selected. The winner of this award is Danielle Boslin. Danielle participated in volleyball for 4 years and will be attending Seton Hall University in the fall. The Shore Conference of High School Sportsmanship Award is our next award. The criteria for this award is as follows. 1 male athlete and 1 female athlete are chosen from each school throughout the Shore Conference. Athlete chosen must be a senior. The winners are female athlete Abigail Melandro, was a multi-sport athlete participating in swim and lacrosse. She will be continuing her academic career and swim career at William Patterson University. Male athlete Aiden McInerney participated in soccer and swim while at Southern. He was named captain of the swim team his senior year. Aiden will be attending Villanova School of Business in the fall. Congratulations. The next award for the athletic department will be for the Southern Regional High School Academic Athlete Award. Criteria for this award is to the senior varsity award-winning athlete during his or her senior year who accumulated the highest average to date. Athlete must have participated in 3 years of interscholastic competition and must have received a total of 2 varsity letters during their athletic career at Southern Regional High School. This award is presented to Sarah Pampalone. Sarah was a member of the tennis and softball teams during her 4 years at Southern. She will attend Villanova University in the fall. Our athletic department's Unsung Hero Award goes to an athlete from the senior class who has had his or her career cut short because of an injury. That injury never deterred their support or spirit for Southern and our athletic program. The winner is Nick Velarde. Nick will be attending Rowan University in the fall. The last award for the Southern Regional Athletic Department is the Big S Award. The criteria for selecting the Big S Award is as follows. An award given to a senior student athlete that has received 10 varsity letters in their athletic career at Southern Regional High School. Information was provided by the Southern Regional coaching staff. Female winners, Carrigan Bolger, earned letters in soccer, winter track, and spring track. She will continue her athletic and academic career at the United States Coast Guard Academy. Jalen D'Amelio. Jalen earned letters in cross country, winter track, and spring track. Jalen will be attending Kutztown University in the fall. Emily Furlong earned letters in cross country, indoor track, and spring track. She will be continuing her academic and athletic career at East Stroudsburg University in Pennsylvania in the fall. Alex Matner earned letters in soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. Alex will attend Louisiana State University after graduation. Our male winners, Ben Hahnemann. Ben participated in soccer, winter track, and spring track. He will continue his academic career at Marist College. Keone Leiter. Keone participated in boys cross country, boys indoor track, and boys spring track and field. He will be continuing his education and running careers at Sacred Heart University in Connecticut. Now I'd like to bring up Mr. Eric Wilhelm. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our ninth grade students who have received high honor roll. High honor roll is denoted by obtaining a 93% grade point average or greater for the first 3 marking periods. Charles Askew, Nathaniel Bott, Hugh Brennan, Amber Briggs Facey, Ryan Brown, Christian Caruso, Alexis Caulfield, Connor Collins, Dominic Crisali, Stella Crowley, Olivia Davis, Jana Dunwoody, Owen Durnian, Andrew Folletta, Andrew Farnong, Brandon Hensinger, Olivia Hugie, Brendan Jelly, Dominic Giuliano, Nicholas Kudre, Diana Limasnero, Bridget Little, Mia Q. Longo, Leah Magerosi, Lindsay Martin, Jacob Mistrali, Annalisa Mezzo, Christopher Miller, Emma Mills, Angelina Morizzo, Emily Rainier, Amanda Rodriguez, Alexander Rochert, Kyle Sereno, Gianna Simon, Macy Soper, Daniel Stafford, Jackie Tapia, Emily Whitehead, Olivia Williams, Isabella Wyckoff, Devin Yancey. Now for our sophomore recipients earning 93% grade point average or greater for the first 3 marking periods. Stephen Apt, Colin Chenoweth Hafner, Gianna D'Agostino, Grace Dittmar, Alyssa Eckert, Angelina Ercolano, Joseph Fabian, Shannon Flaherty, Mitch Gallagher, Hannah Gaidos, Corinne Hughes, Marissa Hurley, Olivia McCanka, Kai Mazzella, Michael Minardo, Cole Neems, Jack Pizar, Andy Perks, Mary Riley, Luisa Riccardi, Riley Shoka, Julie Sims, Tegan Stritch, Elizabeth Swan, Anthony Verdi, Emma Wazek. Now for our juniors, receiving a 93% or greater for the first 3 marking periods. Julia Barish, Madeline Brummer, Alexandra Capone, Christina Siborowski Escofrey, Lindsay Clark, Kelly Cochran, Gianna Crawford, Exema Cruz Bravo, Kayla Cruz, Jessie DeHart, Ruthie Gandhi, Madison Gellis, Rebecca Go, Caitlin Gonzalez, Amanda Grazel, Henna Iglesias Lopez, Emily Irwin, Shayla Johnson, Dylan Kaminsky, Lindsay McLean, Daniela Minio, Emma Nolan, Tiffany Ortner, Reese Otto, Maya Pearson, Dominic Sari, Jenna Sinatra, Jaden Sariski, Amber Welsh. And last but not least, our seniors obtaining high honor roll. Megan Alfredson, Erica Barbera, Daniel Boslin, Matthew Bunce, Robert Burns, Kylie Connor, William Devane, Sarah Fagan, Anissa Gallo, Nicholas Gray, Shanna Kendrick, Kaylee King, Jordan LaBelle, Amanda Lang, Justin Liu, Kelly Matthews, Andrew McGivney, Lucas Michike, Isabella Navanteri, Krista Picello, Sarah Pampalone, Martha Paris, Jessica Ragusa Viella, Bryce Reynolds, Lindsay Sellert, Justice Selleck, Jeremy Simon, Luke Suddeth, Riley Vaughn, Noah Wazek, Faith Weiser, Haley Whitney, Brielle Willoughby, Faith Wannenberg. Now for our top 20 for the class of 2021 in alpha order. Alexandra Capone, Christina Siborowski Escofrey, Lindsay Clark, Thomas DeKine, Jesse DeHart, Kevin DeHart, Ruthie Gandhi, Madison Gellis, Rebecca Go, Amanda Grazel, Bailey Raddick, Maria Mezzo, Daniela Minio, Thomas Minio, Tiffany Ortner, Reese Otto, Maya Pearson, Alexa Plakakis, Amanda Rogers, Dominic Sari. And now for our top 20 for the class of 2020 in alpha order. Erica Barbera, Dean Bates, Trevor Beecroft, Danielle Bosland, Matthew Bunce, Justin Keene, Shanna Kendrick, Amanda Lang, Justin Liu, Alexandra Matner, Aiden McInerney, Lisa Mercangelo, Sarah Pampalone, Jessica Ragusa Fiella, Bryce Reynolds, Luke Suddeth, Matthew Terhune, Haley Whitney, Brielle Willoughby, Robert Woodcock. And now for our Principals Leadership Award. Certainly the Principals Leadership Award, the name says it all. Start with our female recipient. This individual has a class rank of 11 out of 455, a GPA of 103.6454. National Honor Society member, World Language Honor Society member, high honor roll for her entire career, RILA student leader, vice president of the Interact, Semper Fidelis All-American. She was the only female individual from New Jersey chosen. Field hockey member for all 4 years and was a captain this year. Lacrosse for all 4 years and a captain this year. She truly is a role model to all of her peers, male and female. Tremendous worker, fierce competitor. The recipient for Principals Leadership, Erica Barbero. Erica will be attending Kutztown University. She's going to play field hockey there and hopefully major in occupational therapy. Now for our male recipient. This young man, class rank is 25 out of 455 with a GPA of 101.1897. National Honor Society member, World Language Honor Society member. Member of the Interact, part of the Challenger League. He is the go-to guy in SNN, cameraman extraordinaire. Basketball player for all 4 years, captain. Lacrosse for all 4 years, captain. This guy is a gentleman, scholar, peer leader, and one heck of a teammate. The recipient for Principals Leadership Award is Noah Wazak. Noah will be attending Penn State University and majoring in mechanical engineering. I hope you enjoyed our academic awards. Congratulations to our recipients. Best wishes to each one of you and your families.